Hari Om all. So today's verse that we will be contemplating is from Dhyana Yoga, chapter 6, verse 10. Yogi yuñjīta satatam ātmānaṁ rahasi sthitaḥ ekākī yata-chittātmā nirāśhīr aparigrahaḥ. Those who seek the state of yoga should reside in seclusion, constantly engaged in meditation with a controlled mind and body, getting rid of desires and possessions for enjoyment. Yogi, a yogi, yuñjīta. Yuñjīta is should remain engaged in meditation. Satatam, constantly. ātmānam, self. Rahasi, in seclusion. Sthitaḥ, remaining. Ekākī, alone. Yata-chittātmā, with a controlled mind and body. Nirāśhīr, free from desires. Aparigrahaḥ, free from desires of for possessions. Yeah, so this is the shloka for the day. So just to give the context, last week we talked about the mind, the power of mind, right? So where you said mana eva manushyanam bandha mokshe, right? Mind is a reason for both bondage and liberation. So it can be your best friend or the worst enemy, however you treat, right? So now he's talking about yoga and how to do. So why don't we start with Santoshji?
Yeah, I'll start. See, basically, this shloka talks about any person who is a sadhaka. He needs to be like yogi, and he should focus on one point. Whenever we start whenever Guruji always says, right, always focus on I am Brahman, and keep that as a point, and do Shravana Manayasam and stay there. In that way, also that's what. And also one more thing is, you should be always be basically, this is for yogis who wanted to achieve, and they have to actually stay in a remote place, or in one place wherein they are not disturbed by other activities, in the sense like the world outside is not disturbing their ekagrata, or whatever we say, meditation or concentration, whatever that they are meditating on. And also they should be they will be away from these desires and enjoyment and other things. They should be away. So this is what the shloka talks about. But when I say, what I got from this point is, being a sadhaka, I need to focus on my focus and my concentration is on one point, which was I was mentioning, like I am Brahman, or everything is Brahman, and that is what from the perspective of what we need to contemplate on, and chanting that way. And might be, we may not be, we cannot go away from it, but keeping ourselves to and focusing our complete concentration on Brahman or a self, whatever it is, we can try to achieve whatever that we need to achieve. Yes, desires and other things comes and goes, but yeah, when the focus is when the concentration is more on towards Brahman, right? I think this will not disturb. This is what I understood from this shloka.
Okay. So first question, why? Why meditation?
See, it's about, See, when you ask me why meditation, in the sense, there are so many explanation given to meditation. But if you ask me what is meditation, meditation is all about, and being with self, like, going inward journey, start your inward journey
Mhm.
and identify who you are and stay there with the self. And as much of time that you spend with the self, right? The
Mm.
mind, which gets distracted, which goes outside, will start, traveling inward, and actually, it start, staying with the real self. This is
Mm.
what I understand from the meditation. But
Yeah. So basically, the journey for all of us started with that seeking uh, that bliss, right?
correct,
That uh, the the joy, biggest joy that has been like running away from us. Like whatever we do at the end of the day, we are doing it for happiness,
correct.
but then it is never eternal. And when we go outside the world, right, to chasing it, whatever we do, it gives momentary happiness. Okay, and that's where um, all our scriptures talk about the instability of the world outside. It's Maya, it's Mithya. It's appearing and disappearing, and it cannot give that eternal happiness. And the path that is being shown is internal, right? Going inward. And that's what Vijayji has also mentioned here. Meditation is the path to eternal peace. Right? Outside, right now, there is lot of disturbance and uh, uh, joy and sorrow, mix of everything coming and going, right? So that is where, that is the reason, that is how the meditation is being introduced, which is the goes inside and experience yourself, right?
Yes.
And you said how to do it. They go to secluded place outside, and is it possible? And why to go outside?
No, no. See, it's not outside. It's for yogis who have, sarva sangha parityagas and
So
who
when
are
you say for
sannyasi.
yogis, how are you? Is this only meant for uh,
No,
cer-
no,
certain people, not for us?
no, no, no. That's what I mean to say.
Hmm.
Yogis, in the sense, people see. One thing is, say,
Hmm.
for initial starters, like, whenever I start doing meditation in my home, my daughter will come and put TV, or some
Ah.
chit chatting will happen. So there will be a lot of disturbance initially, right? So to overcome that, we should actually, have some ekanta place wherein you don't have disturbance initially. Initially, in the sense, when you start, meditating, and your journey starts with internal, right? Then as the day goes on, you will go to that nirvikalpa state wherein, even with the openness, even with the, a discussion to the outside world, like Ramana Maharshi, your concentration will be always on the self. The awareness will be there with.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. This is so initially, yes, we need some remote place, or to have some concentrated on the self. Initially, yes, we need all those things. And yeah, again, it's all about, we need to hold on the thoughts, which is actually deviating our mind to go do that, enjoy. What are you doing? Coming Sunday, Saturday, wasting your time. Go. All
Hmm.
these things will come, and yeah, we have to, pull the mind and
Okay.
thoughts to keep, keep, strictly, say that no, this is what you have to do, and pull it inside, and concentrating on the self, or whatever that meditation we need to do it
Hmm.
to overcome the desire. Yes, it's again a, day-to-day process. Yes, we fail, but again, we are not letting it go. We are on the path, and we try to do that.
Okay. Okay. So do you see this like being practical in today's world with all the distractions, and how do you plan to apply this this learning in the day-to-day life?
See, if you ask me, what I do is I have a Ramakrishna Ashrama near my house.
Mm.
Initially, I used to go there. I mean, whenever.
Very nice.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's not that far from my place. So I go there and I started.
Mhm.
And nowadays, what I do is for my meditation, if you ask me, my children will go to school and college by 8 o'clock. After that, I finish my meeting around 11. Since I have work from home from past 1 week, what I do is after 11, I'll sit and I'll
Uh,
after half an hour I'll do. But then no disturbance. Somehow
mhm.
managing this.
Mhm. Okay, very nice, very nice. And do you see the difference as effect of the doing meditation?
Certain things I can see difference, but certain things still I need to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, there are impressions which are strongly deep rooted.
Mm,
Those things to come out, yes, a lot of sadhana is required. I'm
mm,
working more on that. More weakest part I'm working. Might be I could be strongest in one area, I'm very weak in other areas. So those areas I'm concentrating and try to overcome that. I'm on and I'm not giving it up.
okay. So usually when you close your eyes, you may have some body discomfort or lot of thoughts come. Like, so how do you, what
See,
techniques are you
Guruji,
applying?
our Guruji has given us a fantastic tool, right? Shakti Darshana.
Mm,
So we had I was, I mean, if you ask me, we had one session in September last year with Prabhuji,
mm,
3 days workshop in Tiruvannamalai.
ah,
Okay, we were so blessed to have. We had almost 57 hours of meditation with him.
uh-huh.
And yes, meditation experience I can share. So I was really not aware what is Sushumna Nadi Dhyana, what is, initially how you need to alom vilom, then you need to concentrate on breathing, then deep breathing, and then, come to this Sushumna Nadi, and then again Chakra Dhyana, and then, how to merge the chakras and how to, churn that complete chakras, and all these things was given by our Prabhuji.
Mm,
In that actually, gave us lot of insight to the meditation. Initially, I was not that keen on meditation.
mm,
Then the things started changing. The same experience I thought when we went to Virupaksha cave, right? I mean, I had been to Virupaksha cave. There I
mm,
sat for almost 20 minutes. I had a same experience what Prabhuji in front of Prabhuji, that what I felt. It was
mm,
an amazing experience, and from that day, the journey started towards meditation, and it's going on. And might be, during my schedule, busy hours, I'm not able to do it, but still, yeah, whenever I'm free, like, I sit. Sometimes, I'll sit an hour also. We
mm,
went to Shirdi because Shirdi is, for me, the first, he's the first Sadguru. I mean, in Guru, there is no difference, okay? There I started applying this. There I sat around 1.5 hours. People were
mm,
searching where he went. Then they came to meditation room and they were able to see me there. And it was that was the first time, I sat for almost 1.5 hours. And after that, after I came out and completely just like, a new thing, I'm seeing something new, complete peaceful peace. It was so peace and calm, right? Outside, so many people running, but from inside, I feel so calm and pleasant,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That
yeah.
was lasting only for a 20 to 15, 20 minutes. That's it.
Yeah,
Again,
it's
then,
like the nature of mind is itself like a calm lake, and it's all these the outside activities are like coming to our senses. It's like throwing stones on that lake, right?
correct, correct.
And
Yes,
once you stop all those things, right, it's back to its natural state,
yes, yes.
right?
And
Yeah.
but I have one more issue is if I sit on the floor, right, I'll get after 30, 35 minutes, my legs start,
Yes, yes, yes.
this
I think,
one. Then
yeah.
what I do is I'll shift out chair. I don't
Mm.
open my eyes, but I shift to chair and somehow maintaining. But I was now in home, I'm not able to go cross more than 25 to 30 minutes because my legs will start,
Yeah,
churning and
I've seen
doing
that.
actions, and it
Correct,
gets,
correct.
and yeah, that this I need to work. I
Yeah,
need to
yeah. I
maintain
think
some yoga.
I also felt that. That's where the training of the body and along with mind. Even the
Mind, yes,
body is needed. Body has to get trained to
yes,
sit for
yes.
long, right? Like that.
And
Yeah.
I started putting Padmasana, but it is becoming highly impossible for me. But still, I'm trying. But
Mm.
I do it Sukhasana only.
Uh,
Yeah, that's how the meditation is going on.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Sundarshi, for sharing. Yeah, wonderful. Satish ji, would you like to give your view?
Yeah, yeah. Are you okay? I'm just like from where to start is the thing. Okay, like the seclusion in this present time is a difficult thing from, I mean, from the situation we are in. I mean, at least for me. So, getting yourself that room for at least some focused time in a day uh, would be, I mean, good to start with. Um, so, and just doing nothing and sitting or and doing something completely focused into one thing would also mean similar to meditation, because your 100% focus is on that particular task. So that also would mean meditation, because uh, so you're on one particular task with complete your thoughts on that. So that is also a sort of a meditation, rather than the entire thoughtless situation to getting into one task with your complete focus would also result in meditation. And making or uh, getting into that calm situation or what you call thoughtless for I mean, to term that as a meditation is something which you are putting a inhibition on your natural way of working of your mind. So even the one task that you're entirely delivering with focus, right? So that would also result into a meditation. So it need not be just seclusion, but if you, uh, I mean, that seclusion would also creating a space for yourself where your entire focus is there and not in getting influence from the external agents around you. Yeah.
Mhm. So your way of looking at it is like not necessary that sitting with closed eyes in a secluded place, even if you're doing something with single thought of
Yeah.
that action, that is a meditation for you.
Yeah. So if I'm totally engaged into this satsang also, right,
Mhm.
without any distractions, that also results in a meditation.
No,
So
you are
I
talking
happen
about
to
Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Satish. You are talking about Nirvikalpa Samadhi, what you
uh,
say. See,
uh,
open eye meditation is
meditation. Okay.
nothing but you are in the awareness. That means
Okay. Okay.
whatever Ramana Maharshi achieved and whatever Ramana Maharshi says, right? He's always his concentration is always on the self, even he's interacting with the outside world.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm not telling you that we cannot achieve it or you cannot achieve it, but that is what
Hmm.
the ultimate goal, what we need to do it, even with the open eye.
Hmm.
The awareness should be there, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So here in our scriptures our Guruji, what he talks about meditation is Vedantic meditation, where the purpose is to realize the self and and be in that state. Okay. It's not so there are they have said that there are uh, benefits to uh, doing meditation from the karma point of view as well, which is like it gives a like full focus to whatever you're doing, right? While here Vedantic meditation, what the way it is taught is like you you replace all these worldly thoughts with the Vedantic knowledge, which is I'm not this body, mind, intellect. I'm this pure consciousness. Okay. So the idea is like actually to go to thoughtless state, and before you go to the thoughtless state, if you get thoughts, the idea is to replace that thought with one of the Mahavakyas, or the highest learning you want to hold on to. Right. So that's how we keep going. And the reason is, see, that's why the first question, why meditation? Right. So there can be two. One is like, you know what, I want to complete this work perfectly, fully involved, right? In which case, like you, as you said, that I'm sitting in that with full focus. While even in satsang or bhajans, there's other thing which is basically we dissolve into the into that environment.
Flow.
The mind actually becomes quiet, which is why we like when we come out, like we feel that good experience. Wow, like I always say satsangs, right? When I get in and then like finish and then get out, it's like fully charged. The reason is like we are into this one particular. We are talking about the self and what the scriptures are talking about us, and there is no other thought going on at that time. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's why I asked, like, why meditation for you? Okay.
So it's a sort of a purification.
Chitta Shuddhi,
Yeah.
what we call purification of mind.
Yeah. And like what Santoshi was saying, the vasanas pull us in different directions,
Mm.
and because of those outward I mean, negate those and turn inward,
Mm.
and also to get those clarity,
Mm.
and also for better output, or for better decision making, um,
Yeah.
or when we are confused on which side to go. So the inner voice we may not be able to hear, and when we practice and when we are always in such a state, there is more better outcome. And also these give us a direct energy channel, it seems. I mean, when we are the energy flow from the universe in the, what do you call that, Sushumna Nadi happens. No, Pingala Nadi, I think. Sorry, the middle one.
No, it's a Sushumna Nadi only. Ida Pingala is only, external, internal.
Yeah. Sushumna,
The
it flows.
pranayama, wherein, as you told, energy centers are that those 6-7 chakras: Muladhara, Vishuddha, Manipura,
Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha,
Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, and Sahasrara. So these are the points where we have Bija Mantra. That will, when you chanting those Bija Mantras, and considering and assuming that Prana Shakti is moving upward, and then that is again need to be under the guided Guru. Okay, that something gets done.
Yoga, right?
Yeah. It should be done. Even our Guruji also, practically has given us the teaching. Even yoga also they will teach this. Initially, I got this practice from yoga only, my yoga guru. Later, then he was actually guiding us to take the prana from Sushumna Nadi to Sahasrara, or not Sahasrara, Ajna. But Guruji, started a churning action. That, Arohana, Avarohana, like, going up and coming down, going up and coming down. This way, the churning happens. In this churning process, right, vasanas will get clear. That is what is way of, giving us the meditation. I mean, we are so blessed, to have such a kind of person in our life and who gives us knowledge. There are so many people, who charge, thousands and lakhs. They take you to some island. They charge you around 1 lakh for meditation. But we are getting everything in free. Sorry, Sarvanji, I'm taking.
Yeah, no, thank you. Actually, thanks for sharing. Yeah. Okay. So Santoshji, so I hear your reasons behind the meditation, and how do you apply this in your daily life? How are you able to do it?
Satishji.
Satishji, sorry.
So I tried doing it, but not able to have that systematic way of doing it, because I work in night shifts. Try to and plan to do it, but it doesn't happen. And what I try to convince myself by saying some unwanted reasons, like I heard somewhere, meditation you shouldn't sit and do, it should happen on its own, all that, and try to give myself excuses, but it's not so. It shouldn't happen. I always might be sounding really foolish, like, oh, first day of the month came, oh, first day of the week came, let me start fresh, but that fresh that start never happens.
Agree. It's a practical thing that happens, right? Yeah. So that's where I think this verse is actually coming into place. So the way
seclusion is required.
Yeah. So the way I see is like, see, one is theory, which is we had due to ignorance, we were living as I am this body, mind, intellect, and it was not giving that eternal peace and joy, right? Which is what led us to where we are today, to this Gita circle, and right, Guruji, right? Where we are given the real knowledge of who we are from our scriptures through our Guruji, right? Which is basically the knowledge is you are not what you think as this body, mind, intellect. Rather, you are actually that awareness, pure awareness, right? Which is which has no birth, no death, and unlimited, eternal, right? So which are the actually, if you see the qualities that we try to seek, but unfortunately with the body mind, we want to acquire everything, the unlimitedness. We want to be everywhere, which is not possible with this with the body, right? So that's the jnana which we are getting. Now the question is, jnana is needed, first thing, to correct the ignorance, but is it enough, right? It's very similar to for a smoker, we give that jnana, hey, smoking is injurious to health, and show all the videos, and like it scares. But then like once goes to sleep and then gets up next day, because of the habit, they go back to again start smoking, right? It's not similarly, we will once we get the jnana also, we will go back to what we do, which is what we keep doing every day, right? That is basically the habits that have formed, right? And habit is basically coming from the repeated action of what we keep doing every day, right? So now here what I see is basically forming this new habit that by constantly engaging in the outside world, we are not going to get that peace and joy, and rather we have to go inside, and that action is meditation. Now we have to train our mind to do this every day, so that like it becomes a new habit. That is exactly what I see that Krishna is saying here, right? With a should reside in seclusion, like, so that like once you do this, then it becomes a new habit where like we are able to connect with our inner self. And first, the way I see it is, it's like we put this when we put this new plant, we put a fence, right, to protect it from the external things that can destroy, like cattle can come and eat, or like some wind can blow, and you keep watering it until it grows to height, and once it's strong, then like we leave it like that. Once we get that, we get used to doing it. The idea is, towards the end, even without closing eyes, sitting in a secluded place, in our daily life, in our all our work, we should be able to do it with the knowledge that I am not the doer, but rather I am the witness, and and the world is not the real one. It all these things are appearances, and whatever actions happen through me, rather it's not like I am doing it. And even I actually, even there are like I read scientific research also they have done to show that it's not um that the person is doing it, rather uh, they have seen that before the person claims that he did, the action happens just seconds, fraction of second before.
Yes, yes,
You read that, Santoshji?
yes, yes.
Yeah, so it's amazing. Like, we usually think that like
Actually, it happens between microseconds before we claim that, I did it,
claim that,
it will happen.
yeah. So it's that ego claims it, but in fact, the action happens even before that. Before the ego comes. The ego actually is ego itself is a non-entity, right?
Even
It is.
Guruji has also talked about this one in Tattva and all, initial
Uh,
Jnana classes and all he has given.
uh,
Before you start, before you think that I have done it and you claim it, it is already done. So
uh,
who you are claiming that I did, I did, I did?
yeah, and he also gives this prakriyas where like you lift you'll ask to lift a hand, and then like,
Mhm.
and then we'll ask you like, did you lift? And if you say,
Correct,
yeah, obviously I lifted, right? But then there are so many things that happen to for a hand to go up,
correct, correct.
and if you look into it, it's you cannot be the one doing it. Like, there are so many things that happen, not just that, like there is the heart functioning, like who is doing it, right? The whole body is working, who's doing it, right? So which is why, as you said, Satish ji, when you are fully involved, the work happens, the work output of the work is good. The reason is the distraction of the mind is not there, and it happens at the highest quality. It's just that thoughts only cloud us, and um, result in not being in the moment to enjoy, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, these are the points I had basically wanted to say. Like, so one is the training the mind, like how the example of putting a fence to a new sapling for it to grow. So
Mhm.
yes, sitting in a
Satish,
secluded place.
sorry, Sarvanji, last week, it was a mind-blowing session we had.
I listened to it.
Ultimate, it was so ultimate, My God. Satish, please go through that video, yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
fantastic
Recording,
video.
huh?
You
Yeah.
really missed something very, very good. I don't know. We are blessed to have that session. And so many questions popped up, and
Yeah.
Vijay gave a lot of clarity on that. Please go through the video. He
Sure.
shared one video, Sarvanji, as you were mentioning about the habit, right? How
Yeah.
to change the things to habit. Like, every day one person, he showed one video. One person will get up in the morning, go to your gym, come, have his take bath, do puja, go. In this way, you'll be doing these activities and it will become a habit, will change into practice. As you mentioned, like, we need
Yeah.
to make an habit of, meditation.
21 days or something. Yeah.
So all those that, yeah, they say mandala. If you do it for a mandala, like it becomes.
Half mandala will, yeah, correct. 21 days, it will become an habit.
48, 21. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So
No, my take home from this session is, Sarvanji, I was actually giving reasons, even though I know that is wrong. But yeah, I will try to do at least, I make sure that I sit for 15 minutes and do meditation every day. This is what the sankalpa, what I do from this. This is what I take home from this session for me now.
great. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other point you want to bring up, Satish ji or Santosh ji?
I just heard, somewhere there are n number of meditations. It's more than 3,500 somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Satish, go ahead, go ahead.
Passing a count, that's all. There are so many.
Yeah. So go ahead, please.
No,
So,
specific.
just to-
Not that which is efficient or something like that, but somewhere I heard there are so many numbers of types of.
Yes. So yeah, in general, meditation helps for everyone. It has a lot of those benefits. Guruji even talked about tea meditation.
No, Satish ji, sorry,
Simple,
not
as
that.
simple as tea
Satish ji,
meditation. One
Sarvanji.
of my favorite because I make tea every day in the morning, and he said, like, see, meditation, it's not necessary that you have to think it as a part-time activity, that like, oh, I will do this and then like I will go down to my daily chores, right? It has to. So you start with, like, for limited time, and then the idea is it should become part of the life itself, right? For example, like you are making tea, right? So he said, like, okay, so you every action, you be with it, like, you know what, I'm putting this vessel in the stove, and I'm like lighting it and putting water, like, so it seems the Japanese, he showed that video, Japanese do it that way, they call it tea meditation. And you can it's very simple, you can try to do it, and you will feel like how different it is, because every action, you are just being in that action, completely in that action.
No, like how you go to that, say, for example, you get up in the morning, as you told, you will just, get some water, put it in a pan, light the gas. In these actions, where we are claiming that, I'm in a meditation.
Santosh ji, you are asking, or
Yeah, I'm asking,
yeah.
sir.
So basically, completely being aware of, conscious of each and every state. So usually, what will disturb us, like let's say at work, okay? We are trying to do, or like we are trying to go to office, and let's say for whatever reasons it got late, and we are driving towards office, right? Now suddenly somebody comes in between, or like the road is blocked, right? And immediately the mind runs and says, like, you know what, you are already late, and like you're going to get more late, and there is a meeting where you have to start that meeting, right? So it is the next thoughts like that basically drive you crazy. Yes.
Mm.
So it was basically here, it was like being with each and every moment of what you are doing, just being with it. Right? So usually
Mm.
what happens, so what they say is be here now, be in the present.
Mm.
And it is usually the past or the future. That's what uh,
Correct.
drives us into the anxiety
Okay.
or sorrows, right? Like if something if you're thinking something wrong, maybe it's from the past memory, you'll say, you know what, last time this happened. It's not necessary that it's going to
No,
happen
no,
now.
I got it. I got
Uh,
what I got is, see, whenever you are preparing a tea, each action you should be present to that.
yes, that's what I said.
If my mind goes to my meeting, as you mentioned, say I'm
That's it.
preparing tea. Arey, yaar, today morning I woken up. I should get up at 6 o'clock. Instead of that, I get up at 7.
That
So
is a
1 hour
normal
is
thing.
going.
That is a normal. So how do you convert a normal action into a meditative?
Correct, 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 correct. Now I got the tea
Right?
meditation.
So then,
Thank you.
like, basically you become the witness for each and every moment, right? Okay.
Yes,
Even
yes.
so, even when things are, let's say, going not in a good way in office, let's say, you are watching, okay,
Mm.
and that allows us to uh, instead of reacting immediately, it slows you down to say, you know what, what to do next, like how do you respond,
Yes, yes.
right? Yeah, so that, yeah, if I find the tea meditation, I will share that video also.
Please, please. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
so it
Thank
has
you.
to become basically it should take us towards running the whole day in that state. But to
Mm.
reach that state is what obviously we have to do this. It is like at least taking some time to be in seclusion and controlling the mind and body, right? And getting
Mm.
rid of the desires, because every day there are so many desires, right? This has to happen, that has to happen. The moment I get up, all those thoughts will come. I have to do this, I have to do that, and how to achieve.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah, Satish. So you're talking about that thousands of meditation.
Yeah. Yeah.
3000 meditation. And actually, when you say about meditation, right? Meditation is again a temporary way of, going to
Hmm.
one state and coming back.
Coming back. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It's about, say, for half an hour, I wanted to be in one state. Yeah, you can go back and come back. Again, you come, again, you have to face the same world, same wife, same children. Again, you are in the hell. But what the tool Guruji has given is this Vedanta meditation.
Vedantic
Never
meditation.
allow you to, come back to this world or do. When you are Brahman, you are Sakshi. When you stay there, you always an observer. You just enjoy that.
Mhm.
This is what,
Yeah. So the more we are involved in this jnana, what I've seen is like it keeps coming.
Correct. Yes.
And like the moment you get that Vedantic thought that, hey, I'm not this body mind intellect, right? I'm the
Mm.
consciousness. Then like the way you play in the world also changes. Uh,
Mm.
Sometimes at times I see and say like, yeah, the show is going on. Just
No,
right,
actually,
watch and
see,
enjoy.
one more thing is what I have noticed is Sarvanji. The synchronization happened in such a way that, well, last week, me and my wife had one conversation with the Purusha Viveka, and there was some confusion that was actually pinpointing me. She told me half-baked product and she left. We had a fight, and you told you get lost, you do whatever you want. That's how Vedanta fight happens between me and my wife. Okay, you told, okay, you know everything, now you go and search. She didn't complete it. That, even though I know that, somehow that was triggering my mind. Just 2 days before, I was just going through one video where Guruji is clearly explaining me what exactly that question was all about. That was hampering me from 2 to 3 days. I was so excited. Arey, yaar, what is this? That synchronization is happening.
Manifesting.
Manifestation is one thing, but that's what Sadhguru answers us in some or the other way when you have clear vision.
Yeah.
This has happened so many times.
Yeah, Satish ji, I think someday we should revisit and see how we are able to train.
Yeah.
And how
strong our habit has been built.
Yeah, so and it starts with intense desire also, right? It is what like mumukshutva. That's what Shankaracharya says, right? The whole how prerequisite is like not just like I want to know, intense desire to reach the goal.
That is actually, yeah, that is also a Shat Sampatti, right?
Yeah.
That Mumukshatva is one of that, last part wherein you are so intensely wanted to become Mukta. But when you reach there, then again, as Buddha says, Guruji used to say, right? I got enlightened, then I came to know it is so ordinary, everybody looks like Buddha. Then one person started asking him, it seems, everybody, Buddha, you are sleeping Buddha, I am awakened Buddha, that's all. That's the difference.
So, yeah, sleeping Buddha and waking Buddha.
Yes, right, because we are
Yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah.
But you people are still sleeping. So I need to make you wake.
Yeah.
But Santoshi, sometimes I'm getting this thought, like, why all this? Am I actually taking this as a entertainment time pass, or am I doing real, satsang, or what am I doing? Those,
That again depends upon your goal. See, that you have to set. See, it can be entertainment also for you, or it can also be an mumukshu, or you can be a mukti jivan mukta. You may also get eternal enlightened also. That again depends upon your how you set your goals and where you stand and how you see the things.
direct channelized.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, actually,
It's again a
Satish ji,
mind game. See, last session if you would have been there, it would have been a fantastic mind game, yeah. It was so amazing session. You just go through that. Mind is what everything does. You can make it entertainment or you can make it eternal. It again depends upon you. It purely depends on your vision. Yeah, Sarvanji, you are talking something.
I will ask you this way. See, there is a reason why you joined this satsang, right? Right. Satsang? Yeah. So there is a reason. There is something that made you said, you know what, I'm not getting this clarity. I'm not that happy. I'm not peaceful, right? And it made you join, right? So, and now if you ask yourself, like, why do you show up every week? If there is nothing, you will stop. You will not come. If it is not helping, you will not come. Okay, in some or other way, you will be whether you realized or not, it may be giving you that sense of, you know what, there is something making sense. I think I'm getting something. Maybe you're not reached there completely, but what the Gita is saying is like is making some sense to you, that like it makes you feel that, you know what, I want to know more.
Yeah.
Right. So if not, if something doesn't make sense, right, you will easily stop. So you yourself can ask, like is there any change that is happening? Okay. Like it's basically like you are going in one direction. Okay. And it was and like you are not getting that, you are not that happy and like peaceful with that journey. Okay. And like this guy is like, now it's the Gita is something like it is now traveling with you, right? Or like you are holding it and like traveling, and it is completely in you, right? Whether you want to hold that Gita and continue your journey or not. So if it is not making sense, if it is not giving that small change in a positive way, you will not do it. Then the very fact that like you repeatedly come on a week, every week, and like get involved in this discussion, that means like it is that uh, you are seeking the truth. I want to know, and like there is something you guys are making making sense. I want to know more. Right. So even Krishna says, right? Arjuna asks, like, what if I don't reach? And Krishna says, like, how much ever you have traveled, okay, you will, that is still with you. And like you take another life, you start from there again. It's not like it's completely gone and like you have to restart the whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's the same with everyone. Like, why will many people join? Actually, many people join, and like few of them drop out as well, right? And like then the few remain, and they continue on the journey to see, right? So it has to that also comes in Gita, right? He says, of so many who come to know, very few like continue to put the effort, and so many who put the effort, very few like complete it, right? So right, it is, so it is that thing like that, keep like that question that is running in you.
It's just like, as you mentioned, say, like, we all joined to a PhD degree, wherein 100 people got admission, only two or three will get the PhD, even after having so much of research.
Yes.
Just like that. So,
Right?
Satish ji, don't worry on output. Just be there.
Yeah.
You will get some. You will definitely get.
And one thing I heard from Sarvananji, that restart, right? That restart, as I said, right? Every start of the week or start of the month, that restart which is come. So you're not actually satisfied with the level of efforts that
Mhm.
you are putting in on this particular journey,
Mhm.
then I mean, I feel like, oh yeah, well, this is not quite good enough. There should be a restart to be done. Okay, let me start from the scratch again. That keeps rebouncing in my mind, at least. That uh, so I don't know where I want to compare and achieve what, I don't know, but oh yeah, let me restart and get better, do better
Yeah.
is what
So,
is
and I think this
circling.
is what Vijayji talked in the last week. See, these are all the mind games, right? Mind is bringing these thoughts. Okay, and the
Okay.
restart calendar. This is all made up thing, right? If you have a calendar, you keep track of days. If there is no calendar, like it, right, it just goes on, right?
Okay.
We ourselves keep this made up. We have made up this calendar and month start, month end, year end, and year start, and make all the goals and other things. It's completely to do with at the mind level, right? But the
Yeah.
point is, it's been said many times, do not have this expectations and uh, just be with it. Like right now we are in satsang,
Yeah.
just we are in satsang, that's it. Hey, will I do,
Surrender and
will
flow.
I do
Okay.
this? What if I don't do meditation? Is it of no use? Should I continue listening to, because if I'm not following, right? That is
Yeah.
all the questions, again, thoughts, right?
Exactly.
Right. And
Okay.
yeah, I think I suggest go back and check the previous week video. And
Okay.
the message from the previous week was this: you have the power to make
Mm.
the changes if you want to make the change.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's so it's up to you to do what you want to do, and uh, um, you don't have to do this comparison or thinking. This is again future, right? Will I
Mm-hmm.
will I do it? Is it basically we are going, just now we discussed that being in the presence, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
mind actually takes you to the future or the past. Hey, last month also you said you will do, you didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then like the thing is the future. Will I do it next month? Now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the good message here is like being here and now. Okay, wherever,
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, just like um, being there and like being fully present. And if we can continue that, with every moment. I have seen that it makes a big difference.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarvanji, you asked me one question. When you meditate, thoughts will come.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to say we will get so many thoughts, but we should let the thought come. We should not hold to that. We should observe the thought. When you start observing thought, right, the thoughts will just keep on vanishing.
Yeah,
If you
that is the method given. Yeah. And if a thought overpowers you and takes you, then when you realize that, hey, you have gone into the thought, go back to the Maha Mantra.
it's the
Okay.
same
Or
problem with
Mahavakya.
this I mean, people who try to meditate, even so many people comes and talk to me about meditation. Hey, I'm not able to concentrate. Yeah, I get so many thoughts. I know, okay, let the thought come. Why are you worried? Let the thought come. Don't hold on to the thought. But people, what are you telling? What holding the thought? One thought will come. See, I told, are you able to see only one thought? No, in number of thoughts will come. Then don't worry. Just observe the thoughts. That is also one of the meditation. Just keep on observing thoughts. Don't hold any thoughts. Observe the thoughts. That's it. That is also one of meditation. Then immediately, that will go to, the agna, it will go to agna. I mean, this is my experience. And let the thought come. I'll be, when I see the thought, nothing will be there. Again, I end up with some other thought. Okay, that's okay, fine. But still, my concentration is on, one point. So that drives us slow in the process of, yes, going eternal in some or the other way. To share. So we should not actually, earlier I also have the same problem, but then when Guruji started, let the thought come. Okay. Observe the thought. Don't hold on to the thought. That's it. Just keep on observing. So many thoughts will come one by one, one by one. Guruji says 70,000 thoughts comes, it seems, for one person one day. And no thought is, flashback, and reverse it. No thought will come back to you again. The thoughts are like that.
They have a limited life. They come and go. Like passing cloud.
Thank you, Sarvanji. We had a wonderful
Okay.
session. Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll stop here. Thank you.
We'll do end prayer.
Yeah.